Let's kick off this morning with something completely different. Take that deep breath, really let it fill your lungs. Why? Because right now, before the world floods your inbox or pings your phone, you need space to recalibrate. This isn't just another day to get through. It's your daily reset, a deliberate step back from the noise so you can remember who you really are. Now, you might be thinking, but I'm just trying to get through the day, why all the drama? Here's my answer. Without a daily mindset reset, you'll unconsciously slip back into the default employee mode. And that default, it's what stops you from building real wealth. So, let's set the tone together and lock into the mindset of a business owner, an empire builder, not a clock watcher. Let me tell you a secret. Your brain loves patterns. Unless you intentionally break those patterns, you'll replay yesterday's thinking on a loop. Today's episode is that pattern. Interrupt your signal to step off the hamster wheel and plant your flag in the ground. So, as you get ready to build, remember mindset is like the operating system on your phone. If you don't upgrade, your apps, your strategies run slow and buggy. Let's upgrade now. That's why I'm here every morning, so you don't just react to your day, you create it. Ready to take control? Let's move on. Set your intention right now. Today, I'm not just working. I'm building my future. That's the first step to exiting the employee script and stepping into the owner's chair. Let's rewind for a moment back to the days when being a virtual assistant was your whole world. Remember how safe it felt? You showed up, got the checklist, and after your hours were up, you could switch your brain off. But was that really freedom or just a paycheck with golden handcuffs? Here's the key difference. As an employee, your income is linear, tied to hours. In business, it's exponential, tied to results. Let's break down two technical terms, active income and asset value. Active income is money you earn right now for work done today. It stops the moment you do. Asset value, on the other hand, is the worth of what you've built, like a house appreciating over time or your business growing even while you sleep. Now, you might be thinking, but what if building an asset takes too long? Here's the challenge. Yes, it's a slower start, but every system you build, every SOP, every client process adds bricks to your future cash flow machine. When you're stuck in the employee trap, you're trading hours for dollars. That's the setup. The conflict? Your dreams are always just out of reach, waiting for someday. The resolution is simple, but not easy. Break free with ownership thinking. Don't just do tasks, build systems. Don't just get paid, create something you can one day sell. That's stepping from a job into a legacy. This is where most people get stuck surviving instead of building. Ask yourself, am I constructing a business I could sell or just another job I can't escape from? Here's a practical story. Imagine two people. One collects paychecks every week. The other spends a year building a business asset, fine-tuning their standard operating procedures, SOPs, and creating recurring revenue streams. Now, here's the magic business valuation. That's our technical term of the day. It means how much someone would pay to buy what you've built based on predictable, sustainable income. The more you systematize, the more valuable your company becomes. Think about it like a car wash. If you're the only one washing cars, you can't sell your business because it's just you. But if you've trained others, documented your processes, and built a brand, you've created an asset. That's the difference between owning your job and owning a business. Now, you might be worried, doesn't this mean more risk? Absolutely, but it's calculated risk, the kind that multiplies your effort, not just your stress. Every SOP you write, every client process you nail, is a step closer to a future payday that dwarfs any single paycheck. So, when you feel like today's grind is endless, remember, you're not just clocking in, you're investing in something you'll one day walk away from with wealth, not just wages. Let's talk about the real difference between wealth and mere income. Wealthy people get paid for outcomes, not hours. That's a principle straight out of every business classic, from Rich Dad, Poor Dad to the Millionaire Mind Intensive. Here's the setup. Most people accept what they're given, hourly rates and fixed ceilings. The conflict? That structure limits not only income, but possibility. Here come two more technical terms, leverage and recurring revenue. Leverage means using existing resources like systems, people, or technology to multiply your results. Recurring revenue is like a monthly subscription. It keeps coming in, even if you take a break. Let me tell you a story. Imagine you're migrating a massive client off Amazon, a mountain of work. The old mindset says, this is too much, maybe I should quit. But you hang in. You apply leverage, build checklists, automate tasks, delegate. A month later, sales triple. That's recurring revenue in action. Your work last month pays you again and again. Now you might be thinking, but I haven't seen the money yet. Of course not. The lag between effort and reward is the pain zone. That's where most people quit. The resolution? Stay focused on the math, not the mood. The numbers prove your strategy is working. Remember, wealth isn't about working harder. It's about building smarter structures. Those who persist through the grind exit with results that compound way beyond any hour you could ever trade for cash. Let's wrap this up with a battle cry for your day. Ask yourself, every action I take, am I feeding the old VA mindset or am I building the exit strategy? That's your daily fork in the road. The setup, you can act like an employee taking orders, just getting by. The conflict, that path won't build the future you want. It's safe, but suffocating. Now, here are your two guiding technical concepts. Equity, the value you own in your business, and operational excellence systems that run smoothly without you micromanaging. Directly address yourself. Are you creating equity today or just exchanging time for cash? You might hear that little voice. It's easier to just take an hourly gig. But remind yourself, you are brand builders now. You are stacking equity brick by brick, SOP by SOP, and every result you drive pushes you further up the value chain. Resolution time. Don't let today's bank account balance define your future. Judge your business by its momentum, by the systems and assets you're building, because in 5 years, you'll look back and realize this is the day you chose wealth. Now, go out there, execute relentlessly, choose the asset, choose wealth, be the builder, not the employee. See you tomorrow for the next reset.